I'm fine, sir.
Okay, great. Altaf, let me just get something from you. How do you understand this word, public speaking?
It is quite understandable to speak in public. The skills that a person can speak in public and he can communicate his message more effectively and efficiently.
So you think communication and public speaking they go together?
Exactly. If you are speaking with the public, you will have to communicate your message as well. So if you are successful in communicating your message, then you are a good public speaker.
All right. That's very good. Thank you so much. Thanks for your great input. And let me also hear from Aisha. Aisha, would you please say something about this public speaking? Aisha, are you there? Okay. Who else is there? Altaf and Aisha. All right. So rest of them they will join us later. So Mr. Altaf, let me go through the pre-public speaking. In reality, what we actually face in real situation and on the ground. So I have some questions underlined. Do you feel shy as you go in front of the people or audience in the compact hall? Are you less confident as you stand before your peer and seniors? Are you disappointed because of the unsatisfied delivery of your speech? That means to say that you had the opportunity and you had everything in your mind, you had everything in your hand, but once you had done your delivery, you are done with your speech, and you still feel that you were not comfortable, and you have some kind of disappointments because of unsatisfaction of your delivery. And the other thing is, do you feel discouraged sometime over the failure of your voice quality and pitch during your speech? And the other thing that we need to focus on is what happened to your confidence level as you stood before the gathering of 200 people, or maybe more than that, or less than that sometime. How do you conquer your stage fright, stage phobia, and stage fear? This is hugely important for us to understand. Sometimes we have everything, we have all the information, topic is clear, notes are there, people are waiting, there's a curiosity in audience, and you're dressed up, you're well dressed up, you have no problem, you think everything is all right. But when you go right in front of your audience, you're under pressure, you're under stressed, and you tend to forget things. Sometimes you feel that it looks like your mind is gone blank. So how do you overcome all these weaknesses and all these kind of shortcomings? Those are the parameters that we need to look at, and we need to find out the ways how can we come out of that stress, how can we overcome our our lack of confidence and the stage fright, and how can we conquer our stage phobia and the fear. These are the things that we are going to see in this topic in during this this lecture. So as I have highlighted, you could be a teacher and feel hesitant before your students in the classroom. You could be a leader and have all the points of your speech to deliver, but you are biting your lips and tongue, or you are clenching your palms because of being low and less confident. That simply means you need right practice. As a salesman or human resource manager, a public speaker, a teacher, a religious speaker, presenter, or an actor, or a communicator, or a political leader. You could be anybody who is involved directly or indirectly in some sort of public speaking. You still need the right practice. No one can escape the reality of stage phobia. Everybody does have this stage phobia. जब हम लोगों के सामने जाते हैं तो वो जैसे हम अक्सर आजकल यही कहते हैं कि कान पे टांग जाती हैं. How are we going to overcome that stage phobia and the stage fright? So in this whole lesson, we shall be talking of acquiring confidence before an audience. Number 2, the sin of monotony. When I say monotony, I mean to say repetition. Sometimes what we tend to do is we repeat our thoughts, we repeat the same thing over and over again and again. That makes our audience feel bored. They get exhausted because of the same thing over and over. So it's a sin of monotony. So for us to become more valuable and more worthy in front of our audience, we need to change our thoughts and we need to change our points. And then we need to have efficiency through emphasis. When I say efficiency through emphasis, I mean to say in your speech, in your talk, in your debate, you need to emphasize on certain points. जब हम ये emphasis करते हैं तो इस टाइम पे भी हम basically ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर हम हायर पिच पे बात कर रहे थे तो अगर हमारा कोई एक स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट आ गया है तो हमने अपनी पिच को लो कर लेना है. इसकी एक एग्जांपल ये हो सकती है कि फर्ज करें आप 4th गियर में गाड़ी चला रहे हैं and then there is an emergency. That means you need to lower your gear or maybe you need to engage the 3rd gear. उसको हम चेंज कहते हैं और वो चेंज जो है वो आपकी स्पीच में ब्यूटी पैदा करती है. So don't talk on the same pace, don't talk on the same pitch, don't talk on the same level of your tone or degree of your tone. So you need to have change. बाज़ औक़ात आपको नीचे होके बोलना पड़ता है. जब आप नीचे बोलेंगे तो आपके जो पॉइंट्स हैं वो ज्यादा स्ट्रांग हो जाते हैं. Is it clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far?
If you can explain again point number 2, the sin of monotony.
Well, thank you. The sin of monotony, I mean to say कि आपने एक ही पॉइंट को 2-3 बार नहीं कहना होता, आपने अगले पॉइंट पे जाना होता है. Because if you repeat the same thing time and again, वो लोगों में, आपके सुनने वालों में, लिसनर में बोर्डम पैदा कर देता है. So don't be monotonous. मोनोटनी में एक और भी बात है कि आपकी पिच की भी मोनोटनी नहीं होनी चाहिए, आपके स्टाइल की भी मोनोटनी नहीं होनी चाहिए. आपको उसमें वैरायटी लेके आना है. आगे मैं इसकी बात करूंगा, ये मेरे हाइलाइट्स हैं, आगे मैं इसकी बात करूंगा. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So efficiency through the change of pitch. जब हम बात करते हैं तो हमारी पिच में एफिशिएंसी उसकी यही रहती है कि हमारी पिच में चेंज आनी चाहिए. हम हमेशा एक ही लेवल पे बात ना करें, because our emotions and feelings must be attached to our speech. So हमारे इमोशन के मुताबिक और कॉन्टेक्स्ट के मुताबिक और सेंटेंस के मुताबिक हमारी पिच में भी फर्क आना चाहिए. इसके डिटेल में भी बात करेंगे. Then I'm going to speak on the efficiency through the change of pace. कि हमने एक ही स्पीड पे नहीं चलना होता, एक ही स्पीड पे हमने बात नहीं करनी होती. We need to have variety in our pace. Then I shall be also talking about the pause and power. When I say pause and power, I mean to say that pause and power, I mean to say कि हमें कहीं कहीं पे pause लेने चाहिए. जब आप पॉज लेते हैं तो आपका जो पॉइंट है बात करने के दौरान आपके लिसनर के मुताबिक आपके पॉइंट में ज्यादा ऑथेंटिसिटी आ जाती है और आपका पॉइंट जो वो पहले से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है when you have pause. और इसी के दौरान आप जब पॉज लेते हैं तो आप पावर भी गेन कर सकते हैं अगला पॉइंट कहने के लिए. Then I shall also be banking on efficiency through inflection. But this one, I will not talk much on that. However, I shall be focusing on concentration in delivery. कि हमारी जो डायरेक्ट डिलीवरी है, हम जो अपनी स्पीच को डिलीवर करेंगे, उसके अंदाज क्या हैं? We need to talk over this as well. We shall be also looking at overcoming peer pressure. Mr. Altaf, can you explain to me what the peer pressure is?
Peer means or companions or colleagues.
Yeah,
So,
the pressure of the colleagues. And how do you handle this?
to have more contents like you have subject knowledge for which you are speaking, so you are quite sure of that message which you want to convey.
Okay. अच्छा, इस peer pressure में आपके पास this peer pressure is having like lots of variety. तो इस peer pressure की एक किस्म ये भी हो सकती है कि negative peer pressure. Then we shall also be talking about the positive peer pressure, spoken and unspoken peer pressure. And then we shall also be talking about the parents' pressure on us, the influence of the pressure of our parents. So इसमें negative peer pressure भी है, positive peer pressure भी है, spoken भी है, unspoken peer pressure भी है. In this we must learn to say sometime to no to our friends. क्योंकि peer pressure में यही है कि for instance अगर 20 बरस के 5 नौजवान इकट्ठे हो जाते हैं and 3 of those 5 they are smoking and they will actually persuade the rest of the 2 to smoke with them, and the 2 who are not smoking, they will start smoking because of the pressure of the 3. तो यहाँ पे ये है कि you need to have the authority to say no to bad things or to negative influence, I should say. जो चीजें आप पे नेगेटिव इन्फ्लुएंस करेंगी या इम्पैक्ट करेंगी आपकी लाइफ पे, या नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स होंगे, उनको हमने नो कहना भी सीखना है. इसी तरह जब आप बात करने के लिए अपनी स्पीच को तैयार करते हैं पब्लिक स्पीकिंग के लिए, ऑडियंस के सामने पेश करने के लिए, तो कुछ लोग आपके दोस्त आके आपको ये कहेंगे कि भाई इसमें ये भी ऐड कर लो, इसमें ये भी ऐड कर लो, इसमें ये भी ऐड कर लो. दे विल ब्रिंग देयर ओन ओपिनियंस. तो वो उसका नुकसान आपको ये भी हो सकता है कि जो आपकी स्पीच आपने पॉइंट्स पहले तैयार किए हैं, नए पॉइंट्स जो आपके हैं वो उसमें प्रॉब्लम दे सकते हैं. यस, समटाइम आपके दोस्त की जो ओपिनियन है वो आपके लिए फायदेमंद भी हो सकती है, लेकिन याद रखिए कि जो आपका सब्जेक्ट है, जो टाइटल है जिस पे आपने बात करनी है, टाइटल आपका ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज मैनेजर हैं आप फर्ज करें, या इस पे काम करते हैं, या आप वैसे भी लीडर हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के, या आप किसी कंपनी के बड़े लीडर हैं, तो आपके जो पॉइंट्स आपने तैयार किए में भी वही उन्हीं पे आपको कमांड है, तो उन्हीं को ज़हन में रखें. ज्यादा पॉइंट लेके आने का आपको नुकसान हो सकता है sometime. So you got to be careful when you are taking people's advice and opinion and including into your larger speech. Then practice, practice, practice. That's very important to understand, because a right practice makes a man perfect. All right. Can somebody read this slide for me, please?
Training in public speaking is not a matter of externals. पढ़ूं आगे?
Yes, पूरी slide को पढ़ें, please.
Primarily, it is not a matter of imitation. Fundamentally, it is not a matter of conformity to standards at all. Public speaking is public utterance, public issuance of the man himself. Therefore, the first thing, both in time and in importance, is that men should think and feel things that are worthy of being given forth.
Yes. So, training in public speaking. I work with several people. In fact, I have one student from the USA. I've been working with him on public speaking. I have some students, some other students online and also on site as well. I always work with them about public speaking. और सबसे उनका जो बड़ा इशू होता है वो उनका कॉन्फिडेंस है. सर हम नहीं बोल सकते, हमारे पास नॉलेज होता है लेकिन हम लोगों के साथ बात नहीं कर सकते. So training in public speaking is not a matter of externals. Primarily it is not a matter of imitation. तो जरूरी नहीं है कि आप किसी को इमिटेट करेंगे तो तब जाके आप अच्छे पब्लिक स्पीकर बनेंगे, ये जरूरी नहीं है. You somebody, balki Plato said one time, he said, be thyself. It's not important, or it is not very essential for you to imitate somebody. However, sometimes we can copy some people, it's not a problem. But बेहतर ये है कि आपको जो रब ताला की ज़ात ने स्टाइल दिया है आप उसको बेहतर करें. So whatever you say, make sure it is crystal clear. Everybody is able to hear you properly, because your speech or your dialogue or whatever you say, it is meaningful and sensible to your listener. Fundamentally, it is not a matter of conformity to standards at all. कि हम ये conformity नहीं है कि हमने दूसरों को अपने ऊपर दूसरों को लबादा ओढ़ लिया, हम तारिक अजीज की मतलब कॉपी करना शुरू कर दें. कोई और अच्छा स्पीकर हमारे इर्द गिर्द तो हम उसकी कॉपी करना शुरू कर दें 100%. No, be thyself. It's not a matter of conformity at all. Public speaking is public utterance, public issuance of the man himself. Therefore, the first thing, both in time and in importance, is that the man should think and feel things. So सबसे पहले ये जो बड़ी बात है, जो अहम बात है कि हमें feel करना चाहिए. Most of the time I get some notes from the book of Art of Public Speaking, a book done by Dale Carnegie, The Art of Public Speaking. तो वो उसमें ये बात करता है कि you need to be consumed by your subject. तो जब हम कहते हैं ना consumed by subject, that means to say कि जो भी टॉपिक हमने जिस पे हमने बात करनी है, हम वो हमारे अंदर आ जाए. It's like we must get lost into our subject that we are going to talk. We must get lost into the topic that we are going to share with people, no matter what your topic is. And then you can also relate some stories, your personal stories, with that topic to make it more important. उसमें अगर आपने उसको स्पाइस अप करना है तो आप उसी टॉपिक में अपनी रियल लाइफ की स्टोरी को लेके आ सकते हैं. आप बड़े बड़े लीडर्स की स्टोरीज को लेके आ सकते हैं, बड़े बड़े अच्छे स्पीकर्स की स्टोरी को लेके आ सकते हैं कि उन्होंने कहां से स्टार्ट किया और कहां तक वो पहुंचे, कैसे उनका ये जर्नी है. बिकॉज पब्लिक स्पीकिंग इज होल लॉट ऑफ a longer journey. It's not just overnight that we can become a public speaker or we can be a better communicator. but through practice we can become one. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far, please? Any addition? कोई इसमें addition करना चाहता है, please? All right. Aisha, can you read this slide for me, please?
Believe yourself. Washington Irving once introduced Charles Dickens at a dinner given in the letters on honor. In the middle of his speech, Irving hesitated, became embarrassed, and sat down awkwardly. Turning to a friend beside him, he remarked, "There, I told you I would fail, and I did. If you believe you will fail, there is no hope for you. You will."
Yeah. Let me read this. Yeah, very good. Washington Irving once introduced Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens का नाम सुना है ना, बहुत बड़ा writer.
Yes, sir.
At a dinner given in the letters honor, in the middle of his speech, Irving hesitated. डर गया ना, उसमें shyness, यही हमारे साथ भी मसला है ना, and it became so embarrassed and sat down awkwardly. Turning to a friend beside him, he remarked, "There, I told you I would fail, and I did." गुस्से में उसने कह दिया ना अपने दोस्त को, मैंने तुझे कहा था कि मैं स्पीच डिलीवर नहीं कर सकूंगा, इसलिए मैं फेल हो गया. So which is why I mean to say, if you believe you will fail, there is no hope for you. You will fail. But if you believe you can do it, you can do it. So believe yourself. Believe yourself that you are able to deliver your speech. अक्सर औकात है कि हमारे पास सब कुछ होता है, लेकिन जब हम लोगों के सामने जाते हैं तो हम घबरा जाते हैं. ये सबके साथ है ना?
Yes, sir. It always happens.
Yes, sir.
So believe yourself that you can do it.
Sir, it depends on the audience. If the audience is the kind of audience, for example, if they are so learned and you are speaking in front of them, you will hesitate because you will have their legacy in your mind. So it makes sometimes it makes your speech not effective.
इसी को very good, thank you so much, Altaf. यही बात ही मैंने बात की थी पीयर प्रेशर की या सीनियर का प्रेशर जो है, हमने सीनियर के प्रेशर को अपने ऊपर नहीं लेना. यही तो हमने आर्ट सीखनी है कि जब हम माइंड ब्लैंक के साथ नहीं जाएंगे, जब हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है, हमारे पॉइंट्स, मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि पॉइंट्स कैसे बनाने हैं वो आगे चल के. तो जब हमारे पॉइंट्स बने हुए हैं, हमारे मेन पॉइंट्स हैं, हमारे मेजर पॉइंट्स हैं, तो फिर हमें कोई मसला नहीं है, नो मैटर हु इज देयर. आप यकीन माने कि आपका ही वो डे है. यू आर अबव एवरीबॉडी in front of you because you have this opportunity to share your stuff or your material with your listener. तो फिर हमने घबराना नहीं है कि कौन वहां पे बैठा है, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. और अगर आप if you assume mastery over your audience, ये आपके क्वेश्चन का था, मैं जवाब देने लगा हूं. In public speaking, as in electricity, there is a positive and negative force. दोनों forces हमारे पास. Either you or your audience are going to possess the positive factor. If you assume it, you can almost invariably make it yours. आप उसको जो force है, आप उसको अपनी बना सकते हो. If you assume the negative, you are sure to be, I'm sorry. Okay, be negative. If you assume the negative, you're sure to be negative. तो अगर हमें ये लगता है कि मेरे सीनियर यहाँ पे बैठे, मैं बोल नहीं सकूंगा, तो आप बोल नहीं सकेंगे. But if you believe that I don't care who is in front of me, उनका नॉलेज मेरे से ज्यादा है, उनका एक्सपीरियंस मेरे से ज्यादा है, उनकी एज मेरे से ज्यादा है, लेकिन जो आपको उस टाइम पे टॉपिक मिला है, you should be able to share your topic with your people. भूल जाए थोड़े लम्हे के लिए कि सब कुछ, कभी असूम ना करें कि उनको सब कुछ आता है, सब कुछ किसी बंदे को नहीं आता होता. We just need to be more careful and we need to have a mastery over our audience. कि नहीं, हमारी आवाज ठीक है, हमारी वॉइस क्वालिटी ठीक है, हमारी लैंग्वेज ठीक है, आप इंग्लिश में कर रहे हैं, उर्दू में कर रहे हैं. When you have everything, you will have no problem. So don't take it into that kind of extent that the people are going to be heavy on you. They will not be heavy on you once you have mastered your topic. अगर आपकी तैयारी ठीक है तो लोग आप पे heavy नहीं हो सकते. The other thing that helps us to overcome that pressure is our attitude. Rid yourself of this. Ye कहना I am, oh, a poor worm in the dust idea. Hey, you are a god. मैंने बड़ी चीज के साथ नहीं लिखा. With infinite capabilities. All things are ready if the mind be so. The eagle looks the cloudless sun in the face. Your attitude will determine your altitude. इस पे आप पहले बात कर चुके हैं. कम्युनिकेशन के दौरान भी आपने बात की होगी, या पूरे आप इसके दौरान आपने बात की होगी, या वैसे भी आपकी लर्निंग का, आपकी एजुकेशन का ये हिस्सा रहा है कि एटीट्यूड क्या है. So if you have positive attitude that you are able to communicate with people, you will have no problem. But if you have negative, then you will have problem. So be ready. Don't think that I'm a poor worm in the dust. Aisha, bache, people are people. Altaf Sahab, people are people just like us.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So everybody just like us. No one is kind of a demigod. कि वो ज़्यूस हो गया, वो अपोलो हो गया, वो उसका नॉलेज बहुत ज्यादा है. भाई है तो कोई बात नहीं, हमें जो मौका मिला है हमने उसको लेना है. Get the opportunity, get the lock of the opportunity and speak your topic and save and share your topic with people. We need to develop an eagle attitude. What is eagle attitude? All birds find shelter during rain, but eagle avoids rain by flying above clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes difference. Ma'am Rahat Bano, can you read this for me, please?
Yes, sir. All birds find shelter during rain, but eagle avoids rain by flying above clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes difference.
So when you're sharing your topic, you should always think that I am flying above the clouds. आप लोगों को क्लाउड्स की तरह ले सकते हैं. मैं आपको चंद एक एग्जांपल देता हूं. आपने तारिक अजीज का नाम सुना ना, सबने देखा भी होगा नीलामगढ़ में या कुछ वैसे भी शायद.
जी फोत हो गए.
Yes, sir.
जी उनकी डेथ हो गई है. इन्ना लिल्लाहि व इन्ना इलैहि राजिऊन. तो तारिक अजीज की लाइफ के बारे में मैंने पढ़ा. उसका जो जर्नी था from Radio Pakistan to the TV channel और especially अलहमरा हॉल में नीलामगढ़ जब वो करता था, तो वो अपनी बात बता रहा था. कहता है कि जब मैं रेडियो पे करता था तो आई हैड नो प्रॉब्लम. तो जब वो अलहमरा हॉल का वो जो बड़ा जिसने भी उसको स्टार्ट करवाया था, फॉरगॉटन हिज नेम, तो वो जब बंदा है ना तारिक अजीज के पास, उसने कहा कि तारिक यू आर गोइंग टू डू दिस वन. तो तारिक अजीज कहता है कि नहीं. मैंने कहा नहीं, मैं नहीं कर सकता. Tariq Aziz कहता है I do not have the confidence to speak in front of 200 people or 300 people with a compact hall. इतने बड़े लोगों के सामने I cannot speak. Okay, so but finally हमने उसको ऐसा देखा कि वो जैसे उसको वो एक एक्सपर्ट हो अपने स्टाइल में, उसके बात करने का अंदाज, उसके एक एक लफ्ज की अदायगी. It was so much clear to us. He's been a great speaker within that kind of fortified areas. तो इसी तरह हमें लगता है कि मुश्किल है, पर हम इसको by practice and gradually we can overcome our confidence. So you must always think that I need to fly, I need to soar above the clouds. Low clouds हो सकती हैं, लेकिन आप above clouds fly कर सकते हैं, and you can actually soar above the clouds as the eagle does. कुछ मुश्किल है इसमें? Hello?
No, sir. Clear.
Is it
Yes, sir.
clear? I'm sorry, I'm losing this. I just need to. Okay. कितने लोगों को स्टेज फ्राइट है?
I'm
मुझे
the
बोल
first
रहे
one, sir.
Hello?
मुझे
Sometimes, sir.
Sometimes टांगे कांप जाती हैं कि कांप पे
Yes,
टांग
sir.
दोनों हो जाते हैं.
दोनों हो जाते हैं. कितने लोगों को फोबिया है और फियर है कि नहीं बस स्टेज पे जाएंगे पता नहीं क्या होगा?
सर मुझे
सबके पास.
स्टेज का नहीं है, बट माइक का है. लाइक when I'm hearing my words again and again, so I cannot speak, I cannot concentrate that what I'm saying, because mic में यही होता है कि mic phobia मुझे है. When I'm hearing my own words again and again, when I'm speaking in mic, so there I'm not comfortable because I cannot concentrate like what I'm saying. But if I'm not using mic, then I'm fine.
No, hold on. आशा आप पॉइंट्स नहीं आप अपने तैयार करते, स्लाइड्स या पॉइंट्स?
Yes, sir.
पॉइंट्स आप तैयार करते हैं स्पीच देने के लिए?
Sir, points, yes, sir. मतलब main points like words, sometime words, sometime main points. Yes.
तो राह जब हमारे पास मेन पॉइंट्स हैं, सब कुछ हमारे पास स्लाइड्स हैं, we got all the information with regard to our topic, then why should we be fearing and having stage fright and phobia and fear? फिर हमारी टांगे क्यों कांप रही हैं? क्या वजह है?
Actually, I do not make my points like I just start speaking.
Yeah. So okay, that's good thing. Some people do that because they're expert, like Barack Obama will do that. Abraham Lincoln would do that. उसके बाद King Martin Luther, he would do that. अभी भी हमारे बहुत सारे हैं. Imran Khan is good on that because usually he doesn't like write those points, but Mariam Nawaz के पास का points होते हैं. So points रखना, इनके छोटे-छोटे cards बना लेना और या फिर अपने slides तैयार कर लेना. This is a good habit. It's not a bad habit. Because from point to point we can easily go. याद रखें कि आपकी स्पीच का एक प्रॉपर इंट्रोडक्शन है, आपकी स्पीच में एक प्रॉपर आपका मिडल है, आपकी स्पीच में एक प्रॉपर आपका एंडिंग है और एंडिंग में जाके आपका एक प्रॉपर कंक्लूजन है, ताकि when you finish your speech must be effective upon your audience. Whosoever is listening to your speech बाद में कहें कि वाकई जी फलां बंदे ने अपना टॉपिक को उसने जस्टिफाई किया है, he or she was able to deliver whatever they had. तो पॉइंट बना लेंगे तो हमें पता हो कि ये पॉइंट हमने कर लिया है, you can easily go next. So which is why which is why I'm saying do not make haste to begin. Sometime हम बड़े जल्दी आके शुरू कर देते हैं, तो फिर वो हेस्ट जो है वो हमें प्रॉब्लम कर देती है. Okay, All right. Some people still on their way. So do not make haste to begin. Haste shows lack of control. Do not apologize. It ought not to be necessary if it is. Go straight ahead. Take a deep breath. Relax and begin in a quiet, conversational tone as though you are speaking to one large friend. Let me give you an example here of, I just mentioned the name Abraham Lincoln. अभी आगे उसकी स्टोरीज भी मेरे पास कुछ हैं. उसके साथ भी ये प्रॉब्लम था. गांधी जी का बहुत बड़ा नाम है ना. He's been a great leader. Gandhi ji had this problem. In the beginning, he was actually failing to speak in front of few people. But by large, gradually, he was able to speak because of the practice. आप में से कितने लोगों ने मिस्टर बीन की वो फिल्में देखी होंगी, उसके वो जो बच्चों के लिए भी हैं, सबने देखी है ना?
जी सर.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mr. Bean, he cannot speak in front of 50 people. बहुत बड़ा एक्टर है, पूरी दुनिया उसको जानती, but he still fails to face the people. तो ये reality है. लोगों का phobia सबको होता है, but we just need to learn the art of overcoming the stage fright, phobia, and fear. How? Relax. Begin in a quiet conversational tone, as though you were speaking to one large friend. You will not find it half so bad you imagine. Really, it is like taking a cold plunge after you are in. The water is fine. ये बात है कि आप गोता लगा देते हैं तो फिर पानी सब कुछ अच्छा हो जाता है ना. तो आप आराम से स्टार्ट करें अपनी स्पीच को. 4-5 लंबे सांस लें, आराम से दोस्ताना माहौल में अपनी स्पीच का आगाज करें, और जो आपकी ऑडियंस है उनको अपने फ्रेंड बना लें. वहां पे जो बैठे हैं वो आपके दुश्मन नहीं है. In fact, having spoken a few times, you will even anticipate the plunge with acceleration. कि जब आप 2-4 बार बोलेंगे तो फिर आप ऐसे आदी हो जाएंगे. You will be able to overcome your stage fright. To stand before an audience and make them think your thoughts after you is one of the greatest pleasure you can ever know. कि जो कुछ आपका thought है, लोग जब उसको buy करेंगे तो इससे ज्यादा बड़ी खुशी आपको नहीं मिल सकती. मेरा कहने का मतलब ये था कि जो आपने पॉइंट लोगों के साथ शेयर किया, लोगों को अगर उसकी समझ आ जाएगी तो यकीनन आपको बहुत ज्यादा खुशी मिलेगी. Okay, overcoming your fear. Fear की बात हो रही थी ना. So, Rahat, would you please read this? Cast out.
Yes, sir. So cast out fear, for fear is cowardly. When it is not mastered, the bravest know fear, but they do not yield to it.
Yeah. The bravest know the fear, but they don't yield to it. कि हमें फियर तो है, लेकिन हमने अपने आप को फियर के ताबेदार नहीं कर देना कि हम बस अपने आप को सरेंडर कर दें और कहें कि बस हम हार के भाई हमारे से नहीं हो सकता. जिस तरह चार्ल्स डिकन की मैंने एग्जांपल दी, he said I will not do it and then he failed to do that. So your attitude कि मुझे कोई फियर नहीं, हमने इस तरह की एटीट्यूड अडॉप्ट करके लोगों के साथ बात करनी होती है. just be natural. Next, face
your audience
publicly.
Okay. If your knees quake,
I think there's no I here. Is it publicly?
yes.
Is it wrong? Yeah.
If your knees quake, make them stop. In your audience lies some victory for you and the cause you represent. Go win it.
Yes. Next. Suppose
Charles Martel had been afraid to hammer the
Yeah.
Saracen towers Tours. Okay, so suppose Columbus had feared to venture out into the unknown west.
तो अगर कोलंबस को डर लगता होता तो फिर वो किस तरह से अमेरिका को डिस्कवर करता? How would he discover America if he was afraid? बहुत बड़ी expedition थी ना. It was a great anticipation in the history of human being. It was a great and huge kind of challenge in the history of human being, but he did it, and he was able to discover America. He actually went to discover West Indies, but he discovered America. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit lost. I don't even know where I am. All right, next. Question of the day. Write out a 2-minute speech on confidence and cover this. Write out very briefly an experience you may have had involved in the teaching of any chapter more. I just give it. Stage fright, including kindly imitation of 2 or more. What effect does confidence make on the part of the speaker, have on the audience? जो आपका confidence कौन सा असर छोड़ता है audience पे? कोई बंदा बता सकते हैं मुझे? कि जो आपका confidence है, इसका लोगों को क्या फायदा होता है जो आपके सुनने वाले हैं?
वो इंटरेस्ट लेना शुरू कर देते हैं. They connect with you. Then, if you are confident, they connect with you, and you can pass your message more effectively.
Great. Altaf, would you please read this for me, this slide?
Yes, sir. The sin of monotony. Emerson says the virtue of art lies in detachment, in
Sequestering
one object from embarrassing variety. That is just what the monotonous speaker fails to do. He does not detach one thought or phrase from another. They are all expressed in the same manner.
This is what we call monotony, because most of the time the speakers does not detach one thought or the phrase from the other. तो सारे ही मतलब थॉट्स को इकट्ठा कर देना और फिर उन्हीं थॉट्स को टाइम एंड अगेन रिपीट करते जाना ही तो मोनोटनी है ना. हमने हमेशा चेंज लेके आनी है. डेल कार्नेगी पता है क्या कहते हैं? डेल कार्नेगी कहते हैं कि मोनोटनी बैड है. यू जस्ट कम बैक टू द नेचर. नेचर में क्या है? वन हिल और वन माउंटेन इज मच हायर देन द अदर वन. जो पहाड़ होते हैं, सारे पहाड़ों की जो पीक है एक जैसी नहीं होती. ऑलराइट, कुछ पहाड़ दूसरे से ऊंचा है, दूसरे पहाड़ कुछ नीचे है. फिर देन आई हैव टू गो टू द वैली, देन यू गो टू द रेंज ऑफ द माउंटेन व्हाटएवर. सो व्हिच इज व्हाई इट सेज कम बैक टू द नेचर, बिकॉज़ नेचर इज नॉट with the same level everywhere. तो कहीं पे ऊंचाई है, कहीं पे वो स्टेडी आ जाता है, कहीं पे फिर हिल साइड आ जाता है, कहीं पे मैदान थोड़ा सा हो जाता है. पहाड़ों की तरफ ही देखें तो वो कहता है कि मोनोटनी हमारे थॉट्स में, हमारी टॉक में, हमारे डायलॉग में नहीं होनी चाहिए. We need to be versatile on that. This is true of the word monotonous from having but one tone. कि एक ही टोन में पूरी का पूरा लेक्चर दे देना, एक ही टोन में पूरी की पूरी बात कर देना. This is a bad thing. It has come to the mean more broadly, lack of variation. So we need to develop the attitude of variation when we are talking to people. The monotonous speaker not only tones along in the same volume or pitch of tone, but uses always the same emphasis. कि हर एक वर्ड पे एक जैसा एम्फेसिस जो है आपका, वो भी लोगों की इंटरेस्ट को लूज कर देता है. जैसे मैंने पहले बात की थी कि अगर आप तीसरे गियर में गाड़ी चला रहे हैं या चौथे में चला रहे हैं, according to the situation you need to lower the gear or you need to go higher the gear on your gear. तो अगर आप एक पेज पे मैं आपको एग्जांपल दे देता हूं. अगर आप 50 डिग्री लेवल पे बात कर रहे हैं ना, तो आपका कोई पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट आ गया तो आपको 55 पे या 60 पे जाके बात करनी, यू शुड रेज योर वॉइस। तो अगर आप 60 पे बात करते जा रहे हैं 2 4 5 मिनट के लिए, देयर इज अ पॉइंट पीपल गेट यूज्ड टू योर दैट स्टाइल। तो अगर वहां पे एक इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट आ जाता है तो आपको यू नीड टू कम डाउन, you need to lower your style, you need to lower your pitch, you need to lower your voice, वॉल्यूम को थोड़ा लो कर लें। लो करने से आपका जो पॉइंट होगा वो इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाएगा, वो आपका पॉइंट जो है वो पहले से ज्यादा मतलब वैल्यूएबल बन जाएगा। लेकिन ये भी हमने याद रखना है कि हमारा पॉइंट जो है जरूरी पॉइंट है, उस पे या तो अपनी वॉइस को आप रेस कर लें या कम करें, सेम पेज से ना कहें, ताकि आपकी आवाज वो जो है आपका पॉइंट जो है वो मोर जो है इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाए। सो दिस इज ट्रू ऑफ द वर्ड monotonous, from having but one tone, it has come to mean more broadly lack of variation. The monotonous speaker not only drones along in the same volume and pitch of tone, but uses always the same emphasis, the same speed, the same thoughts, or dispenses with thought altogether. तो इसका मतलब बेसिकली ये हुआ कि हमारी स्पीड में चेंज आनी चाहिए, हमारे थॉट्स में चेंज आनी चाहिए, हमारी पिच में चेंज आनी चाहिए, हमारी टोन में चेंज आनी चाहिए, हमारे वॉल्यूम में चेंज आनी चाहिए। So keep all these things in your mind to become a better and influential speaker. Am I making any sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any problems so far?
No, sir.
कुछ समझ आ, कुछ बात मान रही है कि हम किस तरह से अच्छे स्पीकर बन सकते हैं?
यस सर, हम एक थॉट प्रोसेस में चले जाते हैं कि इस दफा मैं जाऊंगा तो मैं क्या करूंगा।
सो इट्स मीन कि आप जब बोल रहे हो तो आप अपनी वॉइस का लेवल अप एंड डाउन करें। जो इम्पोर्टेंट बात है या तो उसको हाई वॉइस लेवल में आप डिफाइन करें या उसको लो लेवल में डिफाइन करें, ताकि वो प्रोमिनेंट हो जाए सामने वाले के लिए कि वो कैसे बोल रहा है, वो बहुत कोई इम्पोर्टेंट बात कर रहा है, आपको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहा है।
Yes.
और स्पीड आपकी ऐसी होनी चाहिए कि लाइक सामने वाला आपके वर्ड्स समझ सके, और वो उसको ये ना हो कि वो आधी बात समझ रहा है और आधी आप बिल्कुल घोड़ों की तरफ भाग रहे हैं।
Yes, very good. That's what I was trying to say. और आयशा, मैं आपकी थोड़ी सी करेक्शन कर दूं, if you don't mind.
यस सर, श्योर।
ये वर्ड आपके मुंह से निकल गया गलती से, इट्स मीन, याद रखे ये इट्स मीन नहीं होता, ये इट मीन्स होता है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Say it 5 times for me, please.
It means, it means, it means, it means, it
Thank you.
means.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You are a great student. Okay.
It means.
It means. ये कभी भी इट्स मीन नहीं होता। In correct English, it is pronounced or said like it means. यानी कि it means जो आपने s it के साथ लगाया ना, t के साथ, वो s के n के साथ जाके लगाए, तो ये बनता है it means, जिसका मतलब ये होता है। बेसिकली उर्दू में इसको इस तरह कहा जाता है। So this word is pronounced as it means. Very good. All right, power of writing. So when we talk about being not monotonous, we're talking about the power of variety. The power of variety lies in its pleasure, giving quality. The great truths of the world have often been couched in fascinating stories. Less miserables. For instance, if you wish to teach or influence men, you must please them first or last. Your audience gets bored over the same thoughts and same style. You please people with the versatility. I can take out the from here, with versatility. तो power of variety, तो जब आप different अंदाज में बार बार बात करेंगे कभी आपकी पिच थोड़ी ऊपर चले जाएगी, कभी नीचे आ जाएगी, प्रॉपर राइज एंड फॉल विद प्रॉपर रिदम, थोड़ी सी म्यूजिकल टोन बना के, कभी पोएटिक अंदाज बना के। फिर इसमें ये भी आपने वैरायटी लेके आनी है कि अगर आप सैड स्टोरी लोगों को सुना रहे हैं फॉर इंस्टेंस, तो मेक श्योर योर फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन इंप्रेशन हमारे थोड़े सैड हो जाने चाहिए। इफ यू टॉकिंग अबाउट द हैप्पी स्टोरीज, दैट मीन्स you should come up with your smiley face. सो आपकी स्पीच के साथ आपकी एक्टिंग, बॉडी लैंग्वेज इज वेरी मच अटैच्ड। क्लियर हो गया?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear to you, power of writing?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Altaf, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Read this one and let's see. But okay, but I think I could just read myself. Some makeovers to conquer monotony. Some examples. We alleviate monotony in dress by replenishing our wardrobes. ये वही बात है, हम हर रोज एक जैसे कपड़े नहीं ना पहनते। Rahat, do you put on the same clothes every day, Aisha? You don't.
No, sir.
Especially ladies, they don't. Men तो चलो खैर हम गुजारा कर जाते।
No, sir, we change every day.
Yeah, I know that. Okay. We avoid monotony in speech by multiplying our powers of speech. तो जिस तरह हम अपने कपड़े चेंज करते हैं, ये याद रखना है आपको। जिस तरह हम चाहते हैं कि उसके मुताबिक आज का क्या उसको कहते हो फंक्शन है, तो फंक्शन के मुताबिक we try to dress up। इसी तरह आपका जो इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट है उसके मुताबिक आपको अपनी टोन को, अपनी स्पीड को भी चेंज करना होगा, so that becomes much more important to your audience. The carpenter has special implements with which to construct the several parts of building or wooden works. The most important law of public speaking is the necessity for truth, force, feeling, and life. Forget all else, but not this. When you have mastered the mechanics of speech outline, you will no longer be troubled with monotony. तो जब नंबर 1 तो ये बात है कि ट्रूथ भी होनी चाहिए आप जो कुछ बोल रहे हैं। Don't come up with fake ideas. It's a bad thing. And with good energy and force. और आपकी स्पीच के साथ आपकी फीलिंग भी अटैच हो, और मुमकिन है कि वो जो स्पीच है आपकी रियल लाइफ के साथ उसके रेलेवेंस हो। When you have mastered the mechanics of speech outlined, जैसा कि आप कह रहे थे कि मतलब नहीं वो मैं भूल जाती हूँ, मुझे लगता है कि मैं अपने कानों को बार बार वही अल्फाज सुनाई जा रही हूँ, तो मैं आई गेट बोर्ड और मुझे लगता है कि वो ठीक नहीं है। तो इसीलिए हमने जो स्पीच के मैकेनिक्स हैं, जो उसका टोटल मैकेनिज्म है, उसका जो पैरामीटर्स हैं, जो उसकी लिमिट्स हैं और उसकी जो बाउंड्रीज हैं, अब जब हम उनको अपने माइंड में रखेंगे कि हमने कहा था, क्या कहना था, it will become much more effective when you speak. You will no longer be troubled with your monotony. Change of pitch produces emphasis. ये बात हम पहले कर चुके हैं, but let me just read this to you. Variety in pitch maintains the hearer's interest. जब आप स्लो बोलते हैं, आप पिच में जब चेंज लाते हैं, तो आपके जो सुनने वाले हैं वो और ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड हो जाते हैं। But one of the surest ways to compel attention, to secure unusual emphasis, is to change the pitch of your voice. वॉइस ओवर में भी यही सिखाया जाता है ना कि किस तरह आपने अपनी टोन को बेहतर करना है। हाउ कैन यू स्पीक प्रॉपर्ली, ताकि आपका गला थके भी ना, आपके वोकल फोल्ड्स जो हैं यू नीड टू बिल्ड देम अप, ताकि व्हेनेवर यू से वो तो वैसे मैं इंग्लिश साउंड्स में करवाता हूँ, आपको वैसे मैं बता रहा हूँ। तो आप अपने वोकल फोल्ड्स को भी, अपने कोर्ड्स को थोड़ा बेहतर करें, और अपने लंग्स को, आपका जो ब्रेथ है उसको पता होना चाहिए आपको कि कहाँ तक आपने इसकी प्रैक्टिस करनी है। सो व्हेनेवर यू speak, make sure that you are able to speak और गले को थोड़ा साफ करके आए अच्छे तरीके से, तो it becomes much more helpful. और आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि आप खाने में क्या खा के आ रहे हैं जब आप स्पीच कर रहे हैं. It is very important, very very important. And plus make sure that you need to have a proper sleep. घर से कुछ रिलैक्स होके कुछ रेस्ट करके ही आना चाहिए, और वक्त से पहले भी पहुंचना चाहिए जहां भी आपकी स्पीच है. Suddenly and in marked degree. What is Congress going to be? अब एक एग्जांपल दी है. Aisha, can you read this one please for me?
What, sir, from starting?
No, the red highlighted thing.
Okay, sir. What is Congress going to do next? Okay, अच्छा. What is Congress going to do next?
अभी भी नहीं सही पढ़ा, दोबारा से पढ़.
What is Congress going to do next? I don't know. Achha, okay, it's a low pitch. I don't know. Okay, I get it. What is Congress going to do next? I don't know.
All right.
But
Altaf, can you read for me, please?
What is Congress going to do next? I don't know.
All right. बेहतर है. Who else is reading? राहत आपने पढ़ लिया था क्या? आशा ने पढ़ा? I don't know. Yeah, राहत, read it please.
What is Congress going to do next? I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to try it again? You want to give it a try?
What is Congress going to do next? I don't know.
आपने what पे भी स्ट्रेस दे दिया, इस पे भी, और आपने इस पे भी स्ट्रेस दे दिया, तो थोड़ा सा मसला है. दोबारा से पढ़ो इसको.
What is Congress going to do next? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Low pitch है, ये high pitch है. What is Congress going to do next? Question mark है ना, तो हमने पढ़ना भी उसको question mark के तौर पे है, और फिर उसकी low pitch. Wow, I don't know. Low pitch.
Right.
What is Congress going to do next? जब आप इस तरह पढ़ेंगे ना, ऊंची आवाज में थोड़ा सा, लोग एकदम लोग में जर्क आ जाएगा. Oh, and then you answer, well, I don't know. तो आपका जो ऊपर वाला सेंटेंस है, स्टेटमेंट है, ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट होगा, तो नीचे वाले को भी लोगों ने गौर से सुना है. आप समझ आई है ना आपको? हम इसको सेंटेंस स्ट्रेस कहते हैं इंग्लिश में. Rise and fall in the sentence. Okay, so make sure that whenever you speak, your sentence is properly organized.
So what will happen if we just change the high pitch and low pitch? Like for example, if we read what is Congress to do next, and then with the high pitch, I don't know. So what will happen? The same effect will come on the audience or not?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you hear me, please? Can you hear me?
Can you please explain to me? मैंने एग्जांपल दे दिया आपको अल्ताफ, मैंने आपको गुस्सा नहीं किया, मैंने आपको सिर्फ एग्जांपल दे दी थी.
जी. अच्छा.
ऊंचा बोल के मैंने एग्जांपल दे दी थी, और फिर मैं नीचे आ गया. Can you explain to me, sir? कि मैंने अपनी पिच को ऊपर भी किया और लोअर भी कर लिया. तो जब मैंने ऊपर किया तो आपके कान एकदम you get a shock. आप तो सोच रहे हो कि सर को क्या हो गया. तो मैं आपको सिर्फ टीच कर रहा था. What is speaking phobia? ये किसका ये आया है कोई क्वेश्चन? Phobia is fear. Okay. अगर आपको कोई क्वेश्चन है तो चैट बॉक्स में मुझे ड्रॉप कर दें. I will be trying to. Oh, I have lost. Oh my God.
Move to slide 17.
नहीं, वो मेरी स्क्रीन वो कोई था. Oh my God.
कांग्रेस ने थोड़ा काम खराब कर दिया.
I'm back. अब अल्ताफ आपको समझ आ गई इसकी अब हमने क्या किया था?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So अब देखो नीचे क्या लिखा है? By such sudden change of pitch during a sermon, Dr. Noel Dwight Hills recently achieved great emphasis and suggested the gravity of the question he had raised. तो ग्रेविटी ऑफ क्वेश्चन आपको समझ आ गई ना? जब हमने ऊंची आवाज में रेज किया ना क्वेश्चन, तो लोग सुनेंगे कि ग्रेविटी कितनी उसमें ज्यादा थी. They will actually try to understand the degree of gravity in your question just because of the change in your tone and pitch.
सर हाई पिच से आपकी अटेंशन भी अटेंशन हो जाती है या अट्रैक्ट हो जाता है बंदा कि अब ये क्या कहने वाला है, और फिर जब आप लो पिच में कह रहे हैं अपनी बात फिर लो पिच में आप डिफाइन कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, फिर भी लोग इंटरेस्टेड हो जाते हैं कि आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं, क्योंकि फिर लोग दोनों तरीके से सुनेंगे कि यार ये बंदा ये किस तरह से बात करता है कि हर चीज हमें समझ आ रही है. Is it clear? Thank you for your addition. Then we talk about practice. Let me get it. Yeah, practice. But they cannot be mastered and applied by thinking or reading about them. You must practice. If no one else will listen to you, listen to yourself. अल्ताफ भाई, अगर हमें कोई भी नहीं सुनता तो हम अपने आप को ही सुनाते जाएं. You must always be your own best critic and the severest one of all. कि अगर हमें कोई भी नहीं सुनता तो प्रैक्टिस करें, आप पहले अपने आप को सुनाएं. Okay? Keeping everlastingly. Let me explain to you this, what I mean to say. One time, a young man who aspired to study law wrote to Lincoln for advice. And Lincoln replied, if you are resolutely determined to make a lawyer of yourself, the thing is more than half done already. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing. Clear हो गया इसका? कि जो आपका डिटर्मिनेशन है वही आपको हाफ वे तक कामयाब कर देता है. So if you determine, let's say you got your topic is clear, and then with your topic, if you're determined that you are going to deliver it, you will have no problem. Halfway आपकी speech already हो चुकी है. होने से मुराद ये यानी कि आपकी वैल्यू बढ़ चुकी है. You will not feel embarrassed because of the determination that you came with. आप अपने बड़ी एनर्जी के साथ आए, अपनी विगर के साथ आए, अपनी बड़ी फोर्स के साथ आए, फ्रेंडली मैनर्स में भी रहे और समझे कि आपको सब कुछ आता है. But at the same time, do not come with empty or mind blank. हमारे पॉइंट्स हमारे माइंड में होने चाहिए, तब बात बनेगी. तो एक लॉयर यंग आदमी है, उसने लिंकन से पूछा कि भाई मैं किस तरह से अच्छा एक लॉयर बन सकता हूं. उसने कहा अगर आपका डिटर्मिनेशन ठीक है तो आधे तो आप ऑलरेडी बन चुके हैं. So always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other one thing. कि आपका अपना रेजोल्यूशन जो है ना वो ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, इससे बेहतर कि कोई आपसे आगे कहे कि आप क्या करने वाले हो या आप क्या कर सकते हो. लोग तो आपको डिस्करेज भी करेंगे. There will be people who are going to encourage you. There will be people who are going to discourage you. There are people who are going to give you negative criticism over your speech, over your personality, over your tone, your pitch. But there shall be some people who are going to encourage you that you can do much better than this. Can somebody read for me this one? The President of the United States of America, Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yes, please.
Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln knew he has gone through it all. He had never in his entire life had more than a total of 1 year's schooling and books. Lincoln once said he had worked to borrow every book within 50 miles of his home. A log fire was usually kept going all night in the cabin. Sometimes he read by the light of that fire. There were cracks between the logs, and Lincoln often kept a book sticking in a crack. As soon as it was light enough to read in the morning, he rolled over on his bed of leaves, rubbed his eyes, pulled out the book, and began devouring it.
Yes. समझ आ गई है? How poor he was. Abraham Lincoln, the whole president of the whole United States of America. Civil War के दौरान इसने इतना बड़ा काम किया. He was a successful president in the history of United States of America. He was able to convince people through his speech. Similarly, King Martin Luther, जब उसके अपने स्पीच सुनी, I have a dream. I have a dream. I want to say I want to see the unity among the people. Dream. Similarly, Abraham Lincoln, he was a successful president, but in the beginning, look at him. Read this one again.
He walked 20 and 30 miles to hear a speech, and returning home, he practiced his talks everywhere in the fields.
He practiced his talks everywhere in the fields, in the woods, before the crowds gathered at John's grocery at Gentryville. Yes, Gentryville. So he would speak everywhere, in the fields, in the woods. लेकिन इसकी मैंने हिस्ट्री को पढ़ा है. स्टार्ट में ये सिर्फ 2-3 लोगों के साथ ही बात कर सकता था. But over the years, he spent time and he mastered this art to speak to people. His mastery of speaking to people made him a great president of the United States of America. Because he was able to convince people. तो जब हम भी इस तरह बात करेंगे, लोग हमारी बात को गौर से सुनेंगे, तरीके से सुनेंगे, we shall be able to win people. बाज़ को आपके पॉइंट्स इतने स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं होते, but make sure that whatever you say, you make it a statement. However you say in a way that people should understand that if you are making a statement. He joined itinerary and debating societies in New Salem and Springfield and practice speaking on the topics of the day. जो भी उसका टॉपिक होता था, उस पे वो प्रैक्टिस किया करता था. Clear?
Yes, sir.
5 मिनट की ब्रेक के लिए जाना चाहते हैं? You want to continue?
So continue.
Mr. Altaf, should we break for 5 minutes? Go for a break or should continue?
Yes, sir. We shall take a little break.
Okay. Is break में Altaf, you have 1 minute. You choose the topic. When you come back, you give your speech for 2 minutes rather, not 1 minute. 2 minutes speech तैयार करनी है आप break में. कोई topic choose करें.
We shall rather continue, sir.
ये किसका काम है, किसका फियर है आपको?
जब आप काम पे भेजते तो फिर ब्रेक तो ना हुआ.
यार ब्रेक में मैंने ये कहा ना, आप अपनी स्पीच तैयार कर लें, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. मैं आपको 10 मिनट की ब्रेक दे देता. 10 मिनट्स. कौन सा टॉपिक पे आप, किस टॉपिक आप बात करेंगे? Altaf, your topic is current affairs.
Okay.
हमारे मुल्क के जो current affairs हैं, इन पे बात करें.
ठीक है sir. I will do it.
All right. Rahat, what is the topic that you can speak for 2 minutes?
So what's my topic?
Yes. You can choose one.
Do I have a choice?
Yeah, you have a choice. आप कोई भी टॉपिक चूज कर सकते हैं, प्लीज.
I just share my own experience of public speaking fear.
All right, public speaking fear. That's good. All right. Aisha, would you choose one topic for you? If you don't have one, I can give you one. Education system in Pakistan. Aisha?
Sorry, sir. Can you repeat it?
Education system of Pakistan.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sure.
So we will come back at 7:55. Then your topics will be clear. Then you're going to deliver your speech for 2 minutes. 8:30 तक Uh, well, welcome back, and the time is up, and I'm sure that everybody is ready now.
Hello?
Uh,
Hello?
I lost you.
Hello?
Yes, Riyaz sir, you are audible. लेकिन आपकी वॉइस में डिस्टॉर्शन आ रही है, वॉइस में डिस्टॉर्शन आ रही है ना, आपकी वॉइस में डिस्टॉर्शन है। वीडियो बंद करेंगे ना तो शायद क्वालिटी बेहतर हो जाएगी नेट की। अभी फिलहाल यस, अभी भी वॉइस में डिस्टॉर्शन है। नेट स्टेबल है हालांकि आपका ना, नेट स्टेबल है लेकिन डिस्टॉर्शन है। Yeah, I think we need to start the exercise right now, which you have given.
Super problem. Okay. Yes, please. Go ahead. Mr. Alsop, you said you were ready.
ये अपना कनेक्शन चेंज कर लें रियासत, या जगह चेंज करें। आपकी आवाज सही नहीं आ रही ना। हाँ जी, देख रहे कनेक्शन चेंज कर लें, क्योंकि इस वक्त आवाज आपकी वीडियो सही आ रही है। या वीडियो को ऑफ कर दें ना, वीडियो ऑफ कर दें, फिर वॉइस भी ठीक हो जाएगी। वीडियो अगर आप ऑफ करते हैं ना, हाँ यस, अब वीडियो ऑफ कर दें, कैमरा ऑफ करें, तो फिर आपकी ये सही हो जाएगी ना, जो इसके एमबीज हैं वो ठीक हो जाएंगे, बैंडविड्थ जो है इसकी ठीक हो जाएगी ना, क्वालिटी। यस रियासत, अभी बात करें यस जी बात करें रियाज साहब, मे बी बिल्कुल क्लियर हो जाए अपना वॉइस। There is some problem with Gil connection. He is just going to join again. जी अच्छा, रियाज साहब ने अब ज्वाइन कर लिया है और वो उन्होंने फोन से ज्वाइन किया है। ओके रियाज साहब ठीक है। रियाज साहब गुड।
Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear right now. It's audible right now.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, who was ready? Altaf, were you ready?
Yeah.
Hello?
You are audible, Riaz sir. You are audible right?
नहीं, मैंने इनको काम दिया था ना, वो उनको कहा था कि 2-2 मिनट की स्पीच लेना मेरा।
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Are you listening to me?
Yes, I'm able to listen to you. Please go ahead.
Okay. Sir, I will talk a little bit on the current affair of Pakistan. I would like to put some light on the current economy and the political scenario of Pakistan.
All right.
If we talk about the economy, we can see that the dollar is on its rise. The rupee has lost its value and continuing to lose value day by day. On the political front, we see corrupt and unable people who are running the business of the country. The resources are becoming scarce and out of reach. The petrol price are hiking. The commodity is becoming expensive day by day. We are in a mode where we have no direction. This problem leads to the economic shrink. It may lead to layoffs, may lead to unemployment, may lead us to tension and depression. What we shall do now? we shall think innovatively, we shall get skilled, we shall get more skill, and we shall be skillful. If we are doing jobs, we shall also start a small business or prepare our resources and ourselves for the upcoming challenges due to the current scenario, political and economic scenario of Pakistan.
Very good. Very good. Aisha, can you do the critical analysis of Altaf's speech?
It doesn't show any emphasis, no high tone or low tone that you were talking about. Like a reading, he was reading some type of.
Yes, go ahead. So you're talking about the tone, that he did not bring the change in his tone?
Yeah, he didn't bring any changes in during his presentation. No high, no low. Same tone he used in every concept.
Okay. What about his clarity of thought?
It was quite clear. It was quite clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. What suggestion would you give him?
Sir, it's when he's showing when he's talking about our money value is decreasing, he shows some sadness to us.
That's great.
Because our money value is so much decreasing day by day, we should show some sadness to them.
But did you see the video? I think he was just on audio.
Yes, sir.
Sympathies with the countrymen, like he should show some sympathies with them as well.
That's good. That's very good. That's great. Thank you so much. Ulfa, sorry, Ulfa is the student of mine from USA, so I just remembered him. Okay. Altaf.
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with Aisha, what she says?
Yes, sir, I agree, but I was disturbed by your not connecting over there and the problem you were facing over there. So when I was discussing the economy, I was having your problems in mind too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the thing is, your thoughts were very much clear. You had the clarity of thoughts. Your points were good, and your tone. Of course, you needed to have some kind of rise and fall. But all in all, whatever you wanted to say, it was real. So it was not a fake something, but it was really great. Thank you so much. I appreciate. And then let me hear from Aisha. Aisha, come on. And Altaf, you're going to do the critical analysis on Aisha's speech.
Okay, my topic is on educational system in Pakistan. As you know, educational play an important role in economics, social, political, and structural development in our country. To overcome this problem in an educational department, to overcome the population, inflation, exchange rate, health. It will reduce if we improve our education system in Pakistan. As you know, in our Pakistan, there's 3 types of schooling system: public sector, private sector, and Dini madrasas. Usually, we have two type of sectors, like public sectors and private sector, mainly that take examinations and have the schooling system, and different type of sectors. Both sectors use different type of languages. Like usually we see that in public sector we use Urdu language to communicate, and teachers mostly use Urdu language to communicate with students. But in private sector, we usually use English. There is a significant issue that in our education system is like a budget system, usually lack of budget, lack of policies, lack of policies, lack of training, lack of development programs, lack of cost of education. Sorry, sir,
No problem. It's okay. It's all right.
uh, I'm having a call. That's why.
No problem.
There is a wide gap between our educational community, between like academic lack of academic institute, and we are still learning and still progressing in our education system. We can see we are improving in as you can see in COVID-19. Mostly schools, private and public sector schools, they introduce online classes system, so student can um, uh, student can student can take continue can continue the classes, and they and that's all.
Wow, thank you so much. That's been really, really, really wonderful, awesome speech, and what beautiful points. And it was really great. Okay, let me hear from Altaf. Altaf, what is your examination over this?
Yes, sir. It is a very vast topic. Like, for example, in 2 minutes, it is not coverable. The contents overall were good. She connected well. She used pauses as well. Time was, the time was much spent, and it was a narration. It was not looking like a speech.
Okay, it was a narration, not looking like a speech.
Yes, sir.
आपने
Can I share my
बताया
observation?
No, but overall content was very good. The overall content was very good, sir.
Okay.
But sir, I felt my one observation is like she had a little bit problem with pronunciation of different words, and the sequencing of the speech. Like, for example, identification of problems shall come first, and then the solutions and suggestions.
Okay.
Overall, her content was good, and like it was really hard to like comprehend all the this topic, but she did it very well.
She did it very well, and it was Aisha. Aisha,
So
number one, in your speech, आपने बार-बार ये ऐसे कहा, you see?
I got confused sometime. I got confused. That's why.
Okay, yeah, I know that. Okay, I'm back to my computer. If you can see the screen. Can you see the screen on my computer, my laptop?
No, sir.
Oh my God.
It's my turn, sir.
I'm trying to. Is that okay now?
Sir, we still can't see your screen. We can see 2 times. Gil Riaz and Riaz Gil.
But I can continue with my phone. That's okay. All right. Aisha, ये बार-बार अपनी speech में आ कहना, especially when you're delivering a speech, ये अच्छा नहीं होता.
Usually, sir, I get when I get chance to speech, to give speech on any topic. Usually, I practice more than 5 to 10 times. So it's get um,
या गुड ये जिस तरह ये करना ना ये करना बार बार ये जरा मुनासिब नहीं होता स्पीच में ना आम बातों में भी प्रेज करना चाहिए लेकिन स्पीच में इसको ना करें तो बेहतर है
okay, sir. I'll make sure that.
yeah you make sure that and then the other thing is अपने pronunciation को थोड़ा सा बेहतर करें जो वर्ड था डेवलपमेंट इसको बेहतर करो
Okay, sir.
या communication या you word use the word communicate इसको थोड़ा बेहतर करें
Yes,
एक
sir.
वर्ड आपने बोला था wide it's WIDE wide
White.
this word is wide not wide we have a problem in Pakistan because we mix with V sound with the wa sound and we don't need to mix that one it's WIDE wide एक और वर्ड जो आपसे मिसप्रोनाउंस हो गया गलती से वो था academic you pronounce it academic that's mispronunciation you should always say academic say it three times
Academic. Academic. Academic.
perfect very good thank you so much now let me come back to who's this now
Rahat Banu.
Rahat Banu Banu ka ghar shabash
All right, sir. My topic is fear of public speaking. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Rahat Bano, and I'm associated with the field of education for the last 17 to 18 years. From a teacher to a leadership role daily, I have to deal with human resource. I have to communicate, to have communication with different staff members. Throughout all these years, I have avoided public speaking as I have mic phobia. Each time when I deliver my speech, I feel disappointed and sometimes discouraged with my voice, its pitch and quality. But in today's lesson, I have learned how to be a good speaker, rather an excellent. I would like to be an excellent speaker, and how important it is to prepare notes and to go to stage with an eagle's attitude, and with the belief that my own resolution is more important than anyone else's opinion. I would like to end this with these words that it's a skill, we can learn it. So always have that confidence and hope that we can learn these skills and we can polish ourselves and I can be a good speaker. I would like to end this with these words that all birds they find shelter during rain, but eagle avoids rain by flying above clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes difference. If I'm flying above the clouds, so I should not have that fear of my peers and other audience as well. Thank you.
well thank you so much I can clap hands for you great yes Altaf what's your analysis
Sir, she was great. She used everything which you taught us today, and I can only praise her because she's my wife, and I cannot, I cannot afford to say anything negative about her.
so you have a fear of your wife so it's a wife phobia everybody is afraid of their wives so am I हमारे मंसूर साहब भी है ना वो भी यही बात करते हैं he is also afraid of his wife and everyone should be okay Aisha what is your take hello
it was quite good. It was really good. And she used all the points and all the conclusion of this communication topic. It was really good.
okay
But I feel that I was in a bit hurry. I should not be in haste.
yeah you shouldn't be in haste take your time okay तो कहाँ पे इनको improve करना चाहिए आयशा
So on speed,
Yes, on her speech.
Sir, her speed was sort of, you can say, she has a speed in talking.
Okay. तो आपको क्या लगा कि कहाँ पे उनको इम्प्रूव कहाँ पे करना चाहिए?
सर, जो ने टॉपिक चूज किया था, लाइक शी वाज डिफाइनिंग हरसेल्फ, तो व्हेन शी वाज डिफाइनिंग हरसेल्फ इन सम पॉइंट आई फील कि उनको थोड़ा सा प्रोमिनेंट होना चाहिए था, या तो हाई वॉल्यूम होना चाहिए था या लो वॉल्यूम होना चाहिए था, जो आपने डिफाइन किया था वो फील हुआ, बट ओवरऑल इनकी स्पीच बहुत अच्छी थी सर.
Very good, very good. Thank you so much. It's been really great, and I believe that you have tried your best and you have learned some new things. But the next point that I want to share with you is a pause and power. अगर आपको स्क्रीन नजर नहीं आती तो प्लीज मैं आपके साथ नोट्स शेयर कर दूंगा बाद में. At the moment, just get your pen and paper and just be writing some notes, main points necessarily, especially. Pause and power. Pause is not just silence. Just listen to me carefully. It is a silence made designedly eloquent. This means that pausing before a profound statement gives you your words the weight they need to be hypnotized as well as of your audience. तो जब आप बात करते करते पास ले लेते हैं तो आपका जो ऑडियंस है वो तवज्जो से आपको सुनने की कोशिश करता है. Let me give you an example. Take this sentence for example. The band sold their souls for rock and roll. मैं दोबारा से पढ़ता हूँ. The band sold their souls for rock and roll. Souls के बाद dash थी, तो dash में मैंने वहां पे पास ले लिया है. The band sold their souls. पास ले लिया for rock and roll. तो अब अगर आप गौर से सुने तो जो पहला सेंटेंस का हिस्सा था और दूसरे क्लास में मैंने थोड़ा सा पास लिया और दोनों की वर्थ बढ़ गई. Say this sentence out loud and pause for a second where the dash is. जो मैं ऑलरेडी कर चुका हूं. So pause. जब आप पॉज लेंगे आपके स्टेटमेंट जो है, आपके जो सेंटेंसेस हैं, जो आपके जो पॉइंट्स में जो कोहेरेंस है और जो कोहेशन है वो पहले से बेहतर हो जाएगी. So it is very important to pause and gain the power. Slide number 23 or whatever. Building up energy. On the other hand, what it means is that you cannot stumble your way through a speech using crutch words like and ah. This तरह वो use कर रही थी, उनसे हो रहा था. This is all right. Sorry. मेरा ख्याल जहाँ पे ये word tilty है वहाँ पे T को capitalize कर दो. हाँ, tilty को ना. Overall, जहाँ पे भी tilty word है. All right. So pause. बार बार ये कहना ये जरा मुनासिब नहीं है. इससे बेहतर है कि आप थोड़ा सा वैसे सिंपल सा पॉज ले लें. In fact, your words better by pretty profound and significant, or you can expect your audience to mentally check out before you have gotten started. One advantage of pause and power is that it enables the speaker to collectively build up energy before delivering it to their audience in an explosive manner. Pause creates effective suspense. Lick it, please. Pause creates effective suspense. Pause creates effective suspense. Next, your success as a speaker or as a communicator. The entire question of your success as a speaker hinges upon only two things. Your native ability से मेरी मुराद है inborn ability, innate ability that we have been endowed with, because God has given us dimensional kind of multi-dimensional abilities. So we need to believe in our given abilities and the depth and the strength of your desire in almost in any subject. Professor James from the other university says, your passion for the subject will save you. Aisha, Altaf, and Rifat Bano, please listen to me carefully. Your passion, जो आपका subject है, अगर आपका passion उस subject के बारे में बहुत अच्छा है, it will save your life. It will save you from embarrassment and discouragement and insult in your own flow. You will most certainly attain it. If you wish to be rich, you will be rich. यानी कि बात ये करना चाह रहा था कि जो कुछ आप सोचते हैं वही होता है. हम पहले ये बात कर चुके हैं. And then believe in your success. Another point. Think success. See yourself in your imagination, talking in public. आप imagine करें, एक image create करें अपने mind में, अपने brain में कि you are speaking in public with perfect self-control. It is easily in your power to do this. Believe that you will succeed. Believe it firmly, and you will then do what is necessary to bring success about. Don't undertake anything thinking defeat. कभी ना ये सोचें कि हम हार जाएंगे. Do not undertake anything thinking defeat. If others have done it, you can also do it. अगर कोई एक अच्छा स्पीकर दूसरा अगर बराक ओबामा इसे if he is a great orator and speaker, why not me? I can also become one. If Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah was a great speaker, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto was a great speaker, why not me? I can also become one. But it all depends the way I take myself. If others have done it, I can also do it. Next point, the will to win. Preserve a right mental attitude, the attitude of courage, frankness, and good cheer. You need to develop the attitude of courage that I can do it. I have the boldness, I have the courage, I have the vigor, I have the guts and grit, I can do it. To think rightly is to create. All things come through desire, and every sincere prayer is answered. We become like that one which our hearts are fixed. And let me put it in easiest way. As man thinks, so is he. तो अगर आप ये समझते हैं कि I can become a great communicator, I can become a better speaker, you can become one. So carry your own chin in and the crown of your head high. अपने crown of head को थोड़ा high रखें. You need to fly on high degree. You need to determine to fly over the clouds. बाज़ औक़ात इंसान अपने ही अंदर बहुत बड़ा होता है. उसमें talent है और वो बाहर नहीं निकालना चाहता. But when the time comes, you need to bring forth the energy in you. You need to bring forth the communicator in you. You need to bring forth the better speaker in you. So peer pressure, we also spoke about that. So peer pressure, number one, we shall be talking about the spoken peer pressure. Spoken peer pressure is when a teenager asks, suggests, persuades, or otherwise directs another to engage in a specific behavior. कि आपका अपना ही दोस्त या टीन एजर पे भी ये आमतौर पे असर करता है. आपके अपने दोस्त कहते हैं कि जी इस तरह का बिहेवियर इख्तियार कर लो, तो उनका प्रेशर हमारे ऊपर आ जाता है, knowingly or unknowingly, directly or indirectly. At this point, you need to understand, so be authoritative to say no to that. Unspoken peer pressure. Most of the time, teenagers are exposed or they're prone to adopt the unspoken peer pressure as well from their own fellow students or fellow whosoever they live with. This could take the form of fashion, choices, personal interactions, and joining types of behavior, like clubbings and smoking and all that. Sometimes that also affects. इसके बाद होता है डायरेक्ट पीयर प्रेशर कि कोई बंदा हम डायरेक्ट कह देता है कि भाई आपकी स्पीच बेहतर नहीं है, आप बेहतर है कि मेरे वाला पॉइंट ले लो, तो आपने वो भी पीयर प्रेशर का पॉइंट नहीं लेना. You need to understand whatever you have outlined could be the perfect thing. और आपकी हर एक स्पीच में कुछ कोटेशन ऐड किया करें. हर एक अपनी स्पीच में कुछ बड़े लीडर्स की, कुछ बड़े जो ग्रेट स्पीकर्स हैं, सॉरी लीडर्स हैं या मतलब हिस्टोरियंस हैं, उनकी कुछ कोटेशंस, उनके रियल लाइफ स्टोरी के बारे में भी उसमें कोट कर लिया करें. दैट मेक्स योर स्पीच मच मोर ब्यूटीफुल एंड ऑसम. इनडायरेक्ट पीयर प्रेशर की बात होगी है. फिर उसके बाद नेगेटिव पीयर प्रेशर है और पॉजिटिव पीयर प्रेशर है. तो हमने नेगेटिव पीयर प्रेशर ये है कि लोग आपको डिस्करेज करेंगे. दे विल से दैट you are not able to do this. They will try to put you down. They will try to pull your leg. But you need to be again strong and firm and authoritative to say no to them. So learn the art of saying no to the bad habits. पॉजिटिव पीयर प्रेशर ये है कि कोई बंदा आपको ये कहेगा कि आपके दोस्त ही आपको इनकरेज करेंगे कि भाई आपने बहुत अच्छा बोला है, जिस तरह भी हमने थोड़ी सी प्रैक्टिस भी की और आपने सबने बहुत अच्छी से अपने स्पीचेस डिलीवर की. आई रियली लाइक देम, दे वर रियली ग्रेट टू मी. Except that we can always spice them up, we can always polish them, because there is always possibility for us to learn. No human being is perfect. इसके बाद है कि parents can be the most powerful influence in a teen's life. तो parents का बड़ा रोल है. We as parents हमें भी अपने बच्चों को यही अच्छा behavior सिखाना चाहिए और अच्छा उनको 4 G's in success. ये एक बड़ा अच्छा पॉइंट है. इसकी स्लाइड आपके पास पहुंच जाएगी. But let me just read it through. Chaplain Frazier, a former ranking chaplain of the U.S. Navy, interviewed those who wished to enlist for the chaplaincy service during the First World War. When asked what qualities were essential for the success of a Navy chaplain, he replied with 4 G's: grace, gumption, Gumption, gumption courage होती है. Great भी boldness है, courage है, आपके वो जो आपकी quality है, value है. And guts, those are also the requisites for success in speaking. तो आप में guts होने चाहिए speaking के लिए. आप में आप बड़े graceful नजर आए speaking के लिए. आपकी personality बड़ी presentable हो. When you go to speak, make sure that you're prepared, you're fully dressed up completely according to the fashion से मेरी मुराद ये है according to the situation और अपनी modesty को, अपने culture को सामने रखते हुए. तो आप बड़ी courage के साथ, बड़े grit के साथ और बड़े guts के साथ आप आए, आप speech करें. In a summary, we should say these things. We never learn anything, be it golf, French, or public speaking, by means of gradual improvement. इसमें gradual improvement नहीं है. एक बंदे का ये भी ख्याल है, उसका ख्याल है कि भाई जल्दी से अपने आप को, हाँ आता ये gradually ही है, लेकिन वो कहता है कि हमें इसको जल्दी से अपनी गलतियों को नोट करके अगले लेवल पे जाना चाहिए. अगर हम इसके साथ स्टे ज्यादा लंबा करेंगे तो फिर हमारी आदत पकती जाएंगी, वहां पे पक्की हमारी आदत हो जाएंगी. So get rid of those things. When we remain stationary for a few weeks or even lose some of the proficiency we have gained, psychologists call these periods of stagnation. We may strive hard for a long time and not be able to get off one of these plateaus. and onto an upward action again. Some people not realizing this curious fact about the way we progress get discouraged on these plateaus and abandon all effects. So इसका मतलब basically सारे पैराग्राफ का ये देखिए साइकोलॉजिस्ट का भी ये ख्याल है कि आप अगर आप किसी एक चीज पे रुके रहते हैं और स्लो चलते हैं तो फिर उसको वो स्टैग्नेशन पीरियड कहते हैं. So we need to improve ourselves on daily basis so we could become much better than before. Then last few slides, how to prepare your talk. What topic ought you to speak on for practice? Anything that interests you. Don't make the almost universal mistake of trying to cover too much ground in a brief talk. छोटी सी बात में हम पूरी दुनिया को कवर नहीं कर सकते. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपकी स्पीच 7 पॉइंट की हो तो आपने 7 पॉइंट ही देने हैं. आप उसको थोड़ा सा और मिनिमाइज कर सकते हैं. आप उसको थोड़ा और कंपैक्ट कर दें. 5 पॉइंट में वो चीज कह दें. So don't make that universal mistake that you can cover lots of things. No one can cover everything. You will be fortunate if you can do that in a short speech. और ऐसा नहीं होता. The secret of reserve power. Luther Burbank said shortly before his death, एक आदमी ने यूं कहा था, I have often produced 1,000,000 plant specimens to find but 1 or 2 superlatively good ones and have then destroyed all the inferior specimens. A speech ought to be prepared somewhat in that lavish and discriminating spirit. Assemble 100 thoughts and discard 90. आखिरी जिसने लाइन की ना वही हमारे लिए बेहतर है. वो ये कहते हैं 100 थॉट्स को लो और उसमें से 90 को खत्म करके सिर्फ 10 पे काम करो तो ज्यादा बेहतर होता है. Is everybody there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So he says assemble 100 thoughts. 100 thoughts को इकट्ठा करो but discard 90. उनमें से 90 को खत्म. इसका बेसिकली मतलब ये था कि जो अननेसेसरी हमारे सब पॉइंट्स होते हैं उनको खत्म कर दो. Keep on your major points, bullet points. Bullet points से मुराद हमारे यही होता है कि हमारे पॉइंट्स वाकई बुलेट की तरह हैं. वो किसी के सीने में जाके काम करेंगे, किसी के हार्ट पे जाके काम करेंगे. Whatever you say, say it with authority and clarity, and the people will buy you. Give an ample time to your topic. Determine your subject in advance so that you will have time to think it over in all moments. Think over it for 7 days. 7 दिन के लिए. चलो बाज़ का हमारे पास 7 दिन का टाइम नहीं होता. 2 दिन के लिए. Dream over it for 7 nights. Think of it time and again. Last thing when you retire, think of it next morning while you are shaving, while you are bathing, while you are riding downtown. शॉपिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, अपने टॉपिक को सामने रखे कि मैंने ये बयान करना है. उसका कहने का एक्चुअली मतलब ये था, give an ample time to your topic. Self-questioning, another important and significant element in our speech. Ask yourself all possible questions concerning it. कि जब मैं स्पीच करूं तो लोग मेरे बारे में क्या बोलेंगे, उनके मेरी स्पीच के बारे में क्वेश्चन क्या हो सकते हैं, उन क्वेश्चंस को अपने माइंड में रखें. For example, you ought to speak on एक सब्जेक्ट डिवोर्स ले लेते हैं, तलाक एक है, या वेल बीइंग आ जाता है, या लीडरशिप पे आ जाता है. कोई भी आपका सब्जेक्ट है या टॉपिक है, उसके बारे में क्वेश्चन तैयार करें अपने माइंड में. इसके बाद I have actually finished my slide, but some other things that I would like to share with you. कि अपनी स्पीच में हमेशा प्रॉपर इंट्रोडक्शन रखें. उसके बाद आपकी स्पीच में आपका प्रॉपर मिडल होना चाहिए. उसके बाद एंडिंग होनी चाहिए. 3 चीजों को ज़हन में रखिए. अपने मेन पॉइंट्स बना लें अपनी स्पीच के, इसको हम कहते हैं एक्सपोजिटरी स्पीकिंग. एक्सपोजिटरी स्पीकिंग इज कि आप अपने मेन पॉइंट्स बनाएं और अपने मेन पॉइंट्स को सब पॉइंट से सपोर्ट करें. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. I appreciate. आपने मेन पॉइंट्स बनाए, अपने मेन पॉइंट्स को सब पॉइंट के साथ सपोर्ट करें, उसमें आप इलस्ट्रेशन दे सकते हैं, आप छोटी छोटी स्टोरी लेके आप उसमें इमर्ज कर सकते हैं ताकि आपका जो पॉइंट है वो वैलिड हो जाए. Then shift to the second point, go to the major point, support your major point with the sub point, with the minor points. उसमें आप अपनी रियल लाइफ स्टोरी बता सकते हैं, किसी बड़े आदमी की स्टोरी बता सकते हैं, उसी पॉइंट में आप किसी के कोटेशन भी दे सकते हैं. Then go to the second point, then you go to the peak of your speech, जिसको हम क्लाइमैक्स कहते हैं. You understand? The climax of your speech, जब लोग आप लोगों को ऐसे लेके चल रहे हैं जैसे प्लेन चल रहा है, तो फिर आप लोगों को ऊपर लेके जा रहे हैं, तो आप जब पीक आती है तो वहां पे जाके आपने अपनी टोन को माइंड में रखना है, वॉल्यूम को माइंड में रखना है, वॉइस क्वालिटी को माइंड में रखना है, और आपने अपने ऑडियंस को इन्वॉल्व रखना है. ऑडियंस की आंखों में आंखें डाल के बात करनी है कि जो बंदा मेरे सामने बैठा है उसको समझ आ रहा है, whatever I am saying, they are actually understanding. और फिर जब क्लाइमेक्स आता है, फिर उसके बाद आपका एंटी क्लाइमेक्स आएगा आपकी स्पीच का एंड से पहले, तो फिर आप आहिस्ता आहिस्ता नीचे गिरते हैं, फिर आप कंक्लूड करते हैं, और जब आप कंक्लूड करें तो आप इस तरह से कंक्लूड करें कि एवरीबॉडी मस्ट बी थ्रिल्ड. दिस इज इट, यू मेड माय डे, दैट्स व्हाट पीपल मस्ट से, योर स्पीच वाज ग्रेट. इस तरह आप अपनी स्पीच को लेकर चलना है. Introduction, proper beginning, proper middle, proper ending, before ending, your peak, your climax, your anti-climax. और फिर आपने blast कर देना है. Blast करके अपनी speech को खत्म करने. People will clap for you. They will cheer for you. So I close my case here. Any questions so far now? Towards the end.
It was a really informative and interesting session today, sir.
बच्चे ये तो सबको ही होता है, बस वो कहाँ पे इम्प्रूवमेंट आप कर सकते हैं वो मुझे बताएं प्लीज.
I have noted my areas of development or improvement where I need my areas, like number one, preparing notes and keeping the thoughts together, and they're linking them, and overcoming the fear of peers, and having that confidence, and my own resolution, my own belief in myself. So these are my points.
That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. तो बस आप इसको ज़हन में रखें. अभी कोई भी इस with regard to this, if you will have any question, just come back to me. I'm always here to help you out, you guys. All right. अल्ताफ भाई बताइए कि क्या क्या है, कहाँ पे आपको हेल्प चाहिए, या कहाँ तक हम पहुँचे हैं आज?
सर आज का बड़ा मज़ा आया सेशन का. Actually, I am having the same problem. I am not a good starter, but when I start, I have the content and I have the knowledge. But I have written. I also used to write the points or make a PowerPoint presentation. But when I come to the stage and when I just start the things, so at that time I feel very like what you can say anxious about the audience, that are they following me or not. So that connection at the first instance is not easy for me. Then after some time I become relaxed, and then I just make the show. So I have learned a lot how to become a more influential public speaker.
Great, thank you so much. Arif, would you like to say something? Any feedback from your side? Banu?
Yes, sir. In my in my practical life, like whenever this thing has helped me a lot when I come to the stage and first look, like before my speech, when I come to the stage, I look at the audience. So it relaxes me, like in before starting my speech, when I look at them and when I observe them.
ये
So
बहुत अच्छा है, ऑब्जर्व करना बहुत अच्छा है। वक्त से पहले जो ऑब्जर्व करें ऑडियंस को, बहुत अच्छी आदत है ये।
so it has helped me. It's helping me.
Sir, I want to share a point. Once,
Go ahead, please.
yes, sir. Sir, I got a chance to go to Kabul. I was just leading a university over there. It was on the name of Khan-e-Noor. I just planned a research conference over there. I invited some people from ComSets, and there was a research conference. So we have planned for the audience about 300 people to be there at the hall. So when the all the management was done and when all the things were okayed, then I was feeling very anxious that I would start the session, and how will I do how I will speak in front of so many learned people.
Okay.
So at that night I was not able to sleep. Then next morning I just came to the auditorium, and I, in front of the chairs, just spoke my heart out. And I just practiced my speech and my welcome note. So on the next day, it was quite easy for me.
That's great. That's great. Oh, that's wonderful. And that's really wonderful. Wonderful.
So it means that we can practice in that particular hall if we want to improve ourselves, and shall deliver in front of the vacant chair even.
Yeah, no matter what, the practice makes us perfect. Okay.
Sir, I have another problem. Like when I write something on a page, I cannot read from that. Like I just speak from like I cannot read the exact words or the exact lines from the page.
तो आप ऐसा क्या करें ना, टाइप कर लिया करें ना, टाइप करने से शायद बाज़ का होता है कि अपनी ही राइटिंग बंदे से नहीं पढ़ी जाती ना, so just make the notes, type and make bullet points, and then make sure that you have them in your hand.
Right.
स्लाइड तैयार कर लिया करो, स्लाइड से बड़ी हेल्प हो जाती है और कॉन्फिडेंस भी गेन हो जाता है स्लाइड से ना. Is that okay? Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, well,
Yes,
thank you so much. It's been a really great session. और मैंने आपको ये WhatsApp कर दिया है. I think there is a problem, but let me just send it again. Thank you so much. It was great to have you all. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye. Thank you.
Participant, we have only one session left. हो जाएगा, इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग भी आप देख लीजिएगा और बाकी presentation भी आप. Thank you, Riyasan, for having such a wonderful session with all.
Sir, last session, when is it? It will be on the same days?
Oh, yes, same day, on Wednesday.
But sir, रमजान की टाइमिंग्स तो डिफरेंट नहीं होंगी कि नहीं, तब तक रमजान नहीं होगा शायद.
हाँ जी, नेक्स्ट वीक में जो वेडनेसडे आ रहा है ना 22 को ना, तो तब रमजान तो शायद उस दिन डिसाइड हो जाएगा कि रमजान नेक्स्ट डे होगा 23 को.
सर केपी में एक दिन पहले होता है.
अच्छा, अगर अनाउंस हो गया ना केपीके में, हम इसकी टाइमिंग थोड़ी सी अर्ली कर लेंगे या थोड़ा लेट कर लेंगे ना, ग्रुप में पूछ।
सर कराची की टाइमिंग देख कर रखिएगा।
ठीक है।
अच्छा मैं भी कहूँ कि क्यों इत्तेफाक करी जा रहे हैं।
आप लोगों से
सबसे आगे ना जल्दी की बुक
हैव अ नाइस डे अहेड।
मैं अपनी रखूँ सामने से करते हैं। ठीक है हमें कहने का